You have access to the entire sum of human knowledge in the device sitting next to you right now. Every book ever written, every lecture ever recorded, every answer to every question you could possibly ask. And yet, you feel more confused, more uncertain, and more easily manipulated than your grandparents, who had an encyclopedia set from 1962 and a newspaper once a day. That is not a technology problem. That is the American cognitive paradox of information. Here is the lie that information equals understanding. It does not. Information is just data. Understanding is the architecture that organizes data into meaning. And you have been drowning in raw information for so long that your architecture has collapsed. You read a headline, you feel a feeling, you share an opinion, you move on. That is not learning. That is digestion without nutrition. You are consuming information the way a binge eater consumes cake, fast, alone, and with a lingering sense of shame afterward. Now watch your own reaction. You are already thinking, but I am informed. I read. I listen to podcasts. I am not like the others. That defensiveness is the second layer of the paradox, because I am not saying you are stupid. I am saying you are overfed and undernourished. Your brain can only process so much novel information in a day. Every additional headline, every hot take, every breaking news alert after the first 90 minutes is not making you smarter. It is making you dumber. It is filling your mental workspace with noise that pushes out the signal. Here is the psychological mechanism that is quietly destroying your critical thinking. Your brain mistakes the ease of finding an answer for the depth of understanding that answer. You Google a question, you get a result in 0.4 seconds, and you feel smart. But you did not earn that answer. You did not struggle with it. You did not sit with the discomfort of not knowing. And because you did not struggle, you did not build the neural pathways that turn information into wisdom. You are a librarian with 1,000,000 books and no memory of reading any of them. The American cognitive paradox of information is this. The more information you consume, the more confident you become in your opinions, but the less accurate those opinions actually become. Because confidence comes from the quantity of data points, not the quality of analysis. You have 100 screenshots, 3 tweets, and a 5-minute YouTube summary. That is not research. That is a collage of bias. And you will defend that collage to the death. Because admitting you do not actually understand would require you to sit in the discomfort of ignorance. Ignorance, in American culture, is a moral failure. So you pretend. You perform understanding. You use big words. And everyone else is doing the same thing, so nobody calls the bluff. You are all in a room full of people pretending to read a book that none of you have opened. Here is your test, and this one will hurt your ego. Pick one topic you have strong opinions about. Politics, health, history, any topic. Now, for the next 7 days, consume 0 new information about that topic. No articles, no videos, no debates, no scrolling. Just sit with what you already know. At the end of the week, write down 3 things you are uncertain about regarding that topic. Not things you know, things you do not know. If you cannot write 3, you are not informed. You are indoctrinated. Real understanding is full of holes, contradictions, and I don't knows. Certainty is the signature of a closed mind. The most intelligent people in history were haunted by doubt. The least intelligent people in your comments section are absolutely sure about everything. Most of you will not do this. You will tell yourself that you need to stay informed, that the world is moving too fast. That is the addiction to information talking. The addiction always sounds urgent, but urgency is not importance. Urgency is just the feeling of a brain that has forgotten how to be still. Here is the rule in the comments later. You will not type great video. You will type either week 1 politics or too urgent, no explanation. Just the truth. Because the first step out of the information trap is admitting that you have been confusing motion with depth. Slow down. Look directly into the lens. You do not have a knowledge problem. You have a filter problem. Write that down. Share this video with one person who is always informed but never seems at peace. Add 2 words, 7 days. That share is not an attack. That share is a challenge. Now for the buried layer. Throughout this video, there are 3 moments where the audio drops to almost nothing. Not silence, just a single sentence spoken at half volume. Most of you did not notice because your brain automatically turned up the gain to compensate. Those quiet sentences are the actual thesis of this video. They are hidden in plain sight, like most important things. Go back, find them, turn up your volume, listen to what I whispered, and then ask yourself, how many other important things have you scrolled past because they were not loud enough to grab your attention? Come back for video number 12. We are going to talk about the paradox of rest. Why you are exhausted all the time, even when you do nothing, but only if you are willing to turn down the volume of the world. Here is the loop you cannot escape now. You will rewind to find the 3 whispers. And when you do, you will notice something else. After the 3rd whisper, there is a single frame of text that flashes for 1/30th of a second. That frame says, "Stop scrolling. Start sitting." That frame is the key to video number 12. I will not explain it here. You have to earn it by coming back. Here is the rule in the comments. Do not say "good video." Say 3 things you do not know about something you claim to understand. Just 3. I don't know XYZ. And if you heard any of the 3 whispers, type whisper. If you heard all 3, type heard. The whispers are still there. The question is whether you will turn up the volume.